What's up, everybody? Welcome to Going Through It. I am your host, Kenechi. Today, I have a guest host, Gilbert, in the building.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Joining me for a special episode. This one is going to be a spicy one. You know, at Going Through It, we talk about everything from sex and finances. Well, today we're talking about sex. We're going to interview Hazelnutxxx.
Hi, guys. I'm Hazelnutxx. I'm an adult entertainer. Basically, I've been doing porn for over 10 years.
Well, we're going to get into all of that. So, first things first.
Okay.
Why porn?
Well, my background from, the way I was growing up, it wasn't really, a structured. I didn't really have, parents. So, porn was, a way for me to have a job and also an income. Because, I didn't get to finish school. And then my parents, so it was really no real guide to what I could be when I wanted to be what I wanted to grow up. So
Okay, so what did you want to be when you grew up?
Well, I would say before my life would probably turned out maybe when I was a kid, I probably wanted to be a doctor.
Wow.
But that's way off. I play a doctor though, but just not a real doctor.
In a different way.
Different way, okay.
It's not a real one, but I play a doctor.
So what age did you get introduced to the industry?
17.
Wow, so pretty young.
Yeah.
So it wasn't even legal then?
No, I mean, it's not legal to have, believe it or not, it's not legal in New York State to sleep with someone that's 17 going into 18.
Yeah.
But for porn, yeah, it kind of was.
Really?
Illegal because I was a year away from 18.
Oh, I thought you said for porn it was legal. Okay.
No, it wasn't.
Legal.
It wasn't.
Okay.
Because I was a year away. I was 17. I got introduced and I didn't get my production stuff released until after my 18th birthday.
Okay.
So I'm not for nothing. I shot everything.
17, but
Right.
Since you were 17, okay.
So that was a strategic move on their part.
Yeah. So they wanted the content, but they wasn't releasing it until after my 18th birthday.
I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, it's smart on their part, but still, it's
that's part of the business. I mean, if you look at a lot of the companies. A lot of those girls really when you see those ads and they be teens or tweens, those girls really be 17.
I can never watch those porns. It makes me feel sick.
Well,
from the time I see teen anything, even though they're 18, 19, I'm just I'm too grown for this. I feel like a pedophile, so I can't enjoy it.
Well, a lot of people are into that. A lot of people, not just men, women too. They like the whole facade and fantasy of something young and innocent being manhandled and ravaged on camera.
Yeah. So you said you were introduced. So how does that happen? I always wonder, if I wanted to be a porn star today, where do I even go? You know?
Well, back in the day, it was for New York, it was a lot of the guys in the hood fucked with a lot of girls who stripped and, danced and stuff. So it was mostly a club promoter, not for nothing, who introduced me to the casting dude for the production. I swear to God. His name was Red. He was a Spanish dude. And he had a little stripper thing going on. But I told him I wanted to do porn, and he put me on to the guy he has his girls go dance for, and the guy himself was the company for West Coast Productions. So I got an easy start because I got basically a hookup.
Yeah,
I didn't have it like everybody else because most girls have to audition, try to sit there and submit pictures or do it from their house. Me, I was just lucky enough to know
straight in.
Right.
So you said you had the opportunity to do stripping as well. So why porn over stripping?
Because stripping, you got to have, I feel, stamina, and you got to be able to be in heels for hours.
Yeah.
Not me. I do twerk videos in my house, and I be whew. So I knew from young, I didn't have stamina to dance. Because when you a dancer, you got to work the floor. You got to do one-on-ones.
It's a hustle, for real.
Yeah, you really got to be athletic. If you want to make money, you going to have to work out. You going to have to slim down. And it's just the hours. Me personally, I don't do well with around a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
So, for me, I could never really strip because when you're in a strip club and it gets busy, it'd be a lot of people. It'd be, arm to arm. You could be giving a guy a dance and it'd be, 2 or 3 people there. So, I couldn't do it because of the scenery and the environment.
Yeah.
Porn is not like that. Porn, it's you, the camera guy, and maybe some makeup person, if they put makeup on you.
This is not a lot of camera people?
Because a lot of people in New York, they have they own like they have their own
They
camera.
handheld?
Yeah,
Okay.
so they have the old school ones, the ones that you hold and record. So they don't have to have the ones you've seen like in the white productions.
Yeah.
Whereas like on a stand, no, they have like the ones where the people on TV who do news. You ever seen it?
Yeah, on the shoulder.
One of those.
Oh, okay.
The old school cameras, the heavy ones.
Mm-hmm. So that's how a lot of them.
It's a skill to film with those.
Yeah, because you have to zoom in and all of that. But a lot of the people I work with, they have their own cameras. Their own camera, so they be like their own cameraman. I didn't really have like maybe West Coast Productions and maybe another one like Ice, but those are the only two I can say in New York who had a cameraman. Meaning like I met the producer for the film, but he actually had a camera person there. A lot of the ones I've worked for, they were their own camera guy, and then they had somebody there to do makeup.
At least you had someone to do your makeup, you know?
Yeah, but I never really did makeup, so my thing was more
natural.
Yeah, because I always had the baby face, so I used to try to finagle the face. So I did like maybe eyeliner to make me look older, but that was really it.
So I do have a question. You said you was introduced to the industry and everything, and you said that you had the choice between porn and dancing, right? So how do you came about like porn being the first choice? I mean, I know you just explained the part where like the stamina and everything, but like being that young, how do you come about like being porn instead of dancing? Like at a young
did you
age?
see porn and was
and then
I could do that?
Another thing is porn. You make more money than you would make as a stripper. Stripping is mostly what you can make that night, and then you gotta pay the DJ, you gotta pay the security, and then you gotta pay the house. So you make like $600-$800. By the time you walk out the club, you only walking out with like $400-$200.
Yeah.
When you do porn, you getting paid straight off gate one. Sometimes it's cash, sometimes it's check, but that's all your money. So if you get booked for a scene and they want you to do an anal scene and they giving you $1,200, that's $1,200 flat. That's yours. No manager, no third party, none of that. So when I knew girls was making thousands and thousands of dollars just to suck dick, I was like, all right, shit, I can do this too. So
You're like, I'll probably do it for free, so let me get paid for it.
Yeah, because in the hood, you do it like when you young, I sucked dick for like weed at one time.
What?
Like food and shit.
I was a good girl, so
I'm gonna ask this question. Like, when was it that you really started with the sex?
Like
before the porn?
Oh, like when you lost your virginity?
Yeah. When do you experience it for the first
I was
time?
11.
Okay.
11.
Yeah, but I caught my period when I was 8. So by the time
Me too.
Yeah, so
but it went away for a while until I was 11.
Well, when I had my period, I caught my period at 8, and then it was like 9. It was there 10, and then like on my 11th birthday, it was just like a flow. You know what I'm talking about? Like you actually got your period now. So by then, when I was like after my 11th birthday, I like lost my virginity. He was 16.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah. 16. I mean, you say you had a baby face though, so it's not like you looked older for your age.
No. I didn't look old for my age. A lot of times when I would go places with him and his family, I had to dress older.
Because he was hiding the fact that you were so young.
Yeah, so I got into like wearing glasses and disguises from young. Because when you're young, you got to try to make yourself look like you're 16 or at least 17. So I had to learn how to like dress up, to act like I'm older, not talk like a kid. You know, I didn't have a childhood. So when I was young, I couldn't watch cartoons. I watched anime, but not cartoons.
Yeah. So what does your family feel about you being in porn? Like, how do they feel?
Well, my family is Arab, and my biological mom, she's in Yemen. And she basically, like, when I talked to her, like almost a year ago, her thing was, as long as you're safe. And she's Arab.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, I thought she was going to shun me,
yeah.
but she was like, you know, I wasn't there for you when you was growing up, so I really can't say much. She just was more concerned about me being safe. So, because when I was young, my mom wasn't a citizen, so she got sent away, but I got stuck here.
And she couldn't take you with her?
Well, she didn't want to. Okay. This would have been a better life because since my mom was Yemen and my father was African, they wasn't married, and that's a Muslim environment.
I know.
So she basically I was a love child type shit, so it was like to give me a fighting chance was to leave me here. It's just she lost touch with me for like years. It took me to catch a case for me to get in touch or even find my mom.
So how was it growing up without your parents? I know
because I didn't have my parents, right?
I grew up without my father, right? I started living with my father when I was 15. It wasn't the same, I'm Guatemalan. I speak Spanish, right? But like when I first came over here and I started living with my father had his rules, which I wasn't accustomed. Right. So up to now, like I still not accustomed to anybody's rules because I was raised in a different manner, right?
And you basically kind of raised yourself.
Yeah, not really. I was raised by my mom.
Okay.
Right. So in your case, how was it growing up without your mom or your parents itself, pretty much?
Well, when I was like, I would say from birth to about 10, my mom's sister raised me. So when she left me here, she didn't just like leave me here. I didn't go through the system until after my aunt, which was my mom's sister, died. So I would say from birth to 10, I was raised by her sister.
So it's a lot of traumatic things, it seems like, that probably led up to your decision because your mom having to go away. I've been an immigrant myself with illegal status. I know how scary that can be. And the fact that the person that loves you, that, just up and left, I'm sure you felt some sense of abandonment.
Yeah, for a long time I did because when I got 18, I got in touch with my uncle, which was her brother. And his whole thing was, if you really want to be accepted by us, you're going to have to drop everything and come back to Yemen.
To Yemen?
Yeah.
Wow.
So basically I was like,
But then the culture and everything is so different.
They wanted me to marry my first cousin.
Yeah, that is a thing.
Okay, my first cousin, they wanted me to marry. He's a model. He's like an entrepreneur. He travels. And they wanted me to marry him, my first cousin. Even though he didn't look like he was my cousin, he looked good. They wanted me to marry him.
She said he looked good.
But they wanted me to marry my cousin. And when my aunt told my uncle I didn't want that, he was like, well, bitch, kick rocks.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah. First cousins' chromosomes could still get messed up.
I mean, I honestly didn't understand what the whole concept was because even my own cousin didn't want to marry me because my cousin was straight Arab and I'm black. And he's used to a custom type of woman and then I'm Americanized. So he was just like, why y'all want me to marry her? Like, the fuck? She's not going to listen to me. So he wasn't really too up for it, but I'm kind of happy he had that type of response because I feel like if he would have engaged more and he was more into it, they probably would have pushed it or
like come get you. Like you have no choice.
Yeah, because like when your parents is not American and they do have some type of like threshold or control in the country, it affects you here. Like certain shit I do, the United Nations is notified because of my mom and the diplomatship of my mom.
Really?
Yeah, because my mom and my uncle, they own oil. So they have a little oil business. Right. So they're valuable to the United States.
So you're rich.
I mean, my family's rich, not me. Right.
Which is a difference.
Yeah, because a lot of people will hear that and be like, oh, you got money. Only time I got money is if I catch a case. Like I said, a year ago, I caught a legal case where my bill was set $15,000. She paid it in cash, full. Yeah, so
at least she comes through when you need
it. But that's the shit. I gotta go to jail, be facing damn near sentencing for you to come, and then when you come, you just pay my bill and just give me a couple of sentences. Like, bitch, where you been these 6 years?
Facts.
And then she came there with the burqa and shit. So I'm like, who's this Muslim lady? And they're like, that's your mom.
Wow. So you didn't even recognize her?
Nah, because when I met her when I was a kid, she was in regular clothing and she was visiting.
So she didn't send you like pictures?
So pretty much you lost all type of communication. There was no type of contact, no type of...
I think the last time I actually talked to my mom was like when I was a kid and I was like 5. And who really remembers shit when you like 5?
Exactly.
But like the shirt or the pants or the outfit. So I can't really in depth be like, when she told me she seen me, I was just like, oh, I don't... Bitch, this is like my first time really meeting you. If you counting 5, I don't remember what happened at 5. Like, you could have been anybody at 5.
That's
so,
true.
you know, her telling me that, I was just like, okay, so basically this is my second time meeting you in life.
So, as of right now, you 27 right now, right?
No, I'm 29.
You're 29. Okay, sorry about that. Mm-hmm. You're 29. How is your concept, like, how is your relationship with your mom? I know you...
No, we don't have no relationship. Nothing. It wasn't like when we ran into each other and after she paid my bill. It wasn't like I was trying to, like, get her information or really talk to her, because I still have my own feelings. Like, bitch, you got money. My family.
You left me out to dry.
Yeah, and then the shit that I endured while you in Yemen and shit, and my fucking... It was a lot. So it wasn't like when I ran into her and talked to her, I wanted her to be around.
Yeah.
You know, it was one of those things. Thank you for paying my bill. Thank you for telling me if I go through some shit you did, but I'll be all right.
Girl, well, thank you for sharing that part of your life. Yeah. Let's get to the fun stuff. Yeah, I don't want you to, let's get ratchet for a moment, okay? So what type of porn do you do?
Well... Do you want from over the years transitioning into
what you could do a quick thing to what you're doing now, yeah.
Okay, so back in the day, what I used to do was a lot of boy-girl scenes. Mm-hmm. And then I used to do boy-girl scenes with, like, anal. Now I just do solo.
By yourself?
Yeah, so a lot of sex toys. Now I'll do sex toy work. So, like, if I get booked for a scene, I'll touch myself with a toy on camera, or I'll be on a vibrator. So that's how my content is now. So I never really was really into the orgy or group sex.
So you never had to do it?
I mean, that was part of a contract, but I never took it. See, a lot of girls get stuck with their paperwork and the contract. Like, they sign a contract for the money, but they don't read what their acts or what their criteria would be.
What it includes, yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, I had a contract one time that I let go for over $100,000 because they wanted me to do orgies and DPs and DAPs.
And you were like, hell no.
Yeah, I don't want to take no 2 dicks in my ass. I mean, like, double penetration alone is just...
I'm fascinated by it.
Yeah, but I think personally I've learned to a lot of girls who have complications. Meaning, like, they get really constipated after the DP where they can't shit for, like, a week.
That does not sound fun.
Or they can't use the bathroom, either front or back, and they have to go to the hospital.
But isn't that, like, anal in general? Because I talk about sex a lot, just to let you know. I'm not a prude or anything like that.
No, but, like, I feel like back in the day for me, before, like, I got turned off from it, anal, you gotta, as a woman, be mentally into that. Because if you're not mentally into that, that shit'll hurt all the way through.
How do you even prepare? So your first anal scene was on camera?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Well, not the first time I've done anal. But it was, like, that, but the first time I've ever, like, did it recording, was on scene. Like, I've done anal, but that was like the first time I ever got recorded. Like, I never did no sex tape shit, so that was like my first time.
So how do you even prepare for anal? Because I would be so nervous about like mess.
Rum? Yeah, because I got drunk. I ain't even gonna hold you. I took a straight half a bottle of Bacardi to the face. I was like, yeah, and rum helped me. It numbed me. It made me loose.
Okay, so my thing is, I am not the type of person that can just sleep with just anybody that I don't like.
That's not, porn is not for you, because in porn, you cannot pick your cast and who you cast
so with. That's what I was going to ask you.
Because you could be picked with a fat nigga, you can be picked with a skinny nigga, if you're not into dark-skinned dudes, well, guess what? You're going to have to fuck a dark-skinned dude.
So
you don't have the luxury to pick your co-host, like, because that's basically...
There's never been anyone that you're like, nah, I can't. Like, I'm just not feeling this scene.
I mean, I've been blessed to never been in a situation like that.
Yeah.
But if you get booked for something and they're paying you bread, you really don't have the luxury or the option to be like, ew, he's fat, or no, he got this. No. As long as the paperwork shows that they're clean, you're supposed to be shooting. I mean, another thing, that's why I never got into the white production work, because I've most of my career, all my career, has been minoritized. So I've stayed in the black entertainment. I never switched over.
Yeah.
So me personally, like, I just felt image-wise, a lot of girls fuck themselves up in the business when they start being black and fucking white guys on camera. Because if your image is I'm a hood or I'm an ebony porn star, you lose a lot of fan base when you start
crossing over.
Thank you. And my fans are very iffy and picky. So, like, if I do certain stuff, if I do a blowjob scene that's too explicit, I'll get, like, one of my big fans will be like, why did you do that? I felt away. Like, I don't like seeing you do that. I didn't like seeing you catch a cum shot on your face. I didn't like...
So they're very involved.
Yeah. If you have a fan base and you have fans...
At least that's good, because at least they're letting you know what's good and what's
working, what's not working.
Because a lot of girls have destroyed themselves off of who they worked with, the scenes they've done, and the nationalities they've slept with. You have a lot of girls who get in this business and they looking for the money or looking for the fast come up, and they don't look at the longevity. Like I said, I've been doing this since I was 17. So I done seen girls come in it, become something, and then drop. And I seen girls get in it and never knew who they were and just never got off. And they did production stuff that I've never done, worked with companies I've never got booked for, and you look now, 10 years later, you'd be like, who was those girls?
Wow.
Yeah, because...
So everything has to be strategic. It's not just about fucking and sucking.
Yeah, you have to really plan your stuff, and you have to be your own manager, because when you doing porn and you basically got to be your own negotiator. You got to pick your production. You got to try to pick a company that got a good review with girls. It's a lot of business aspect doing this, because if you don't know who you working with, they can tarnish your image.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's a lot that people don't understand. Porn is an image. It's a fantasy. It's a facade. You're giving sex. You're selling sex.
Selling the fantasy, basically.
Right. So in this business, if you work with the wrong person that gets a lot of negative reviews, or you work with a company that a lot of people don't like that watch porn, well, guess what? Now you're going to get that heat because you wanted to make a quick little money. Because I turned down a lot of money. I'm not going to hold you. I turned down a lot of companies because of certain stuff they want me to do or who they want me to work with. And then I have to sit here and be like, I'm still in the hood.
Yeah.
I still deal with hood niggas. If I do this, is my fan base going to like me after this? And that's what you have to really rationalize with. Because if you do the wrong thing, you will have your follow base a drop in front of you. Like, I've done something recently, and I dropped, 300 followers. And that might not be much, but you notice it.
Damn.
300 people, you notice that.
It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, you notice that.
So I have a few questions. I remember I told you some other people were supposed to be here today, right? So I'm going to run through a few questions. So what's your favorite position?
Doggy. Yeah.
It feels better in doggy.
Yeah, because I'm not a lot of people think because I'm a porn star I can take dick. I can't. I really can't. So, with doggy, at least I can stand up. If it starts, doing too much, I could, get on my hands and just,
Yeah.
So I prefer doggy.
What's the wildest scene you've ever done?
Well, the wildest scene I ever done was from when I was, back in the day. Nothing now. Because I normally shoot out my house. So I would say, the wildest scene was I was doing a scene with a Brazilian porn star, and we was doing it for WCP. He wasn't supposed to ejaculate in me, and he did.
Oh.
Wow. On camera, and he used it.
So, are porn stars on birth control? How does?
Yeah, you would be smart too.
Yeah.
But if you don't do scenes like that, back in the day, it was.
That's called a cream pie, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what they put it. Meaning I got paid just to do a boy-girl scene for, New York tryouts. And because he did that, the scene itself got used.
That's cream pie.
In a cream pie video. Right. So that made my work a little bit more dirtier than it was supposed to. Because, guys who watch girls get cum in their vagina, they be like, yeah, I want to do that to her, too. And then they think when they run into you, hey, can I cream pie you?
Okay.
Yeah, that's how it is. They're very verbal. They like to tell you stuff when they see it.
In terms of ejaculate, do you swallow or do you get rid of it?
Oh, I mean, my personal life, I swallow, but not on camera.
Yeah.
Not on camera, no, not on camera. I prefer facials.
Okay.
I'm not catching nothing in my mouth because I do not want to go home to the, oh, you a slut, bitch. I knew you was doing that. You do that with me and everybody else. So
so before we finish the rest of the questions, so you're in a relationship?
No, but I fuck somebody.
Okay. So it's a situationship, basically.
Thank you.
And how, is he okay with you like being a porn star? How does he feel? Because now you're not like sleeping with other people, I guess, so it's easier to swallow. But you're still on camera. Well, I said swallow, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
like,
but it's the truth. It's easier to swallow because, like, back in the day when I was actually fucking, that was a big thing for the guys I try to be with or try to have, like, anything intimate with because they felt like they could never be like the niggas on camera.
Yeah.
You know, that's a lot of thing with guys.
Insecure a little bit.
Yeah, because they think, like, they watching you with these athletic-looking niggas because, you know, most porn star dudes, either they're kind of fit or they got a little weight, but they got big dicks.
Yeah.
So if you don't have none of that and you deal with me, it's like, do she really like me?
Do you see yourself getting married?
No.
Why not?
I'm a Rolling Stone.
You like your freedom.
Yeah. I mean, I was like thinking about that. I was like, when I was home, I was like, is she gonna ask me if I want to get married or I want kids? I don't want none of that because my life is wild. Like, sometimes I get invited to clubs. Sometimes I'm sleeping with rappers. So I'm always gonna have to get up and go. You know, kid complicates.
You don't have time to change diapers.
All my hoism. Like, I can't do no whole behaviors if I have a kid. Okay, I can't be petty. I can't do nothing. Now I have to be responsible. I can't smoke. I can't drink. I can't do none of that.
Life slows down.
Yeah, and when you're in adult entertainment, you need to keep a fast pace.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of girls, they have kids and they hide it because they don't want people to judge them. Because, you know, people judge you. You're an adult entertainer with a kid. They're going to be like, oh, you're a whore. You must have been a whore before
Bad example.
Yep.
You had to be a whore before you had your kid.
See, you say you have something going on, right? So does he, like, when you in the house with him, does he watch the videos with you?
No. Nobody that I talk to, they don't watch. They don't, like, I be asking them, like, do you watch my videos? They'll watch, like, my twerk videos, but they won't watch my actual fucking.
So you do the webcam. So you're telling me no one that you've been with has been like behind the camera and you're kind of performing for them? And it's a secret that they're there?
Like, yeah, I've done that, but I can't do that when I'm live. I can't. If I'm actually working and doing my webcamming, I cannot have nobody in the room with me. But if I'm like using my camera to act like I'm webcamming, yeah. But when I'm actually live, no, that's not part of my contract. Because I work for Cam Soda. I actually work for a webcam company, and they have it in a contract. Unless that person is on the contract with you and you signed an agreement and they signed an agreement.
Clear the room.
Yeah, clear the room and they don't want to hear nothing. And you can't smoke on a live. You can drink, but it can't look like alcohol. So it's very strict. I don't even, not for nothing, when I first got into webcamming, I ain't like it because it was too structured. I couldn't curse at my fans.
You would think it would have more freedom because it's from your home. You know?
Yeah, but no, you're actually restricted. But I love the company I work for. It'll be a year this November, but when I first got into it, I didn't like it because I didn't have the mentality to do it. Like, you know, you have to have a mentality to be a stripper. You have to have a mentality to be a porn star. But webcamming,
I probably could have been a stripper in another life, but I couldn't do the porn.
Yeah, because porn is intense.
And plus, I don't like people like that. I don't know. It's
because like I told you, you can't pick who you work with.
Yeah, it's about the brain for me. Like, even if I'm mad, you know, a lot of women, they like makeup sex. I don't. Like, get away from me.
You got to cool off, right?
Like a good week before you can even think about touching me again.
See, that's good.
I get disgusted.
You shouldn't be mad about that. That's good. Like, I'm like that too, but I don't have the luxury to do that. I get paid for my work, so even if I'm having a bad day, like, I still gotta suck it up and be like, damn, I gotta go make a quick little $500-$600. Let me go do this.
But if I became desperate though, and let's be real, McDonald's, you could say find any other job, but McDonald's, you cannot survive, especially where I live in SF, you can't survive on a paycheck from McDonald's. If I had it in me to shake my cheeks, I probably would.
You'd probably be a better stripper because stripping, I will say this, stripping is not as bad as people make it seem. You know, you're actually safe in the club. It's when you
security.
Right. It's when you go and do it on parties or you meet a nigga in a hotel is when you put yourself in danger, right? But you're actually safe if you work in the club. Yeah. I've seen that. I know girls who still dance and they're safer in the club. It's just like I said, the mentality. You gotta have a gift to gab too. Cause see, I don't have to
that hustle. I mean, I do, but I don't want to have to hustle people for money. Like,
you have to do that because like you have to have a gift to gab. That's another reason why I became a porn star. Because I couldn't sit there and finagle. I couldn't sit there and engage. Because a lot of girls don't always dance. They have some time.
They're on the floor.
Who just want to talk to them, sit with them at the bar. Me, personally, I don't have the stamina to sit there and engage.
In their conversation. You don't care.
Thank you. So porn was like, okay, let me just bust this nigga off real quick. Do this little scene real quick. I can go home.
Yeah.
It's not, I got to come back here.
So the age, we did a podcast on this. Does size matter? You say you can't take dick. So does it matter?
Yeah, it does. Because even though I can't take it, I like it huge.
Like, how huge are we talking?
The most I've had was 13.
What?
Yeah, he was hungry. He gave me sciatica. The nigga dick was so big, he broke my back. I had sciatica. I couldn't walk for like 2 weeks.
Girl, I don't even want anything more than 8. Like, I cannot.
I like it big. Like, I like them 9 minimum and up. And it's because, you know why? It's because I can't take dick. It's why I like them big. Doesn't
it hurt? You enjoy it?
I enjoy it and it hurts. But the reason why I like them so big is because I can't take it. Most girls like to do the work. You know, a lot of girls like to ride. A lot of girls like to give the back shots. Mm-hmm. Me, I'm a lazy fuck.
See, and I was going to ask you for tips. Like, I don't have vibranium knees. Like, give me some tips.
I'm a lazy fuck. The most I want to do is doggy. If I got to get on the top, I'll froggy a nigga real quick. Turn on the side. You know, cowgirl reverse. But I'm lazy. So a nigga with a big dick, all you really got to do is just lay there. Or just, like, be in the arch position.
Yeah,
because the dick is so big. It's like you just It's like as soon as you put the shit in, it's like
too big at that point. It's too big. You can't enjoy it. You can't
enough
do
alcohol and enough reefer. So you enjoy it.
My question to you is: you said,
girl, on a fucked up night, I'll be like, oh, wishing on a star with some big dicks at where you need them.
You say you don't like them big. So how do you?
No, she likes them big.
Okay, you like them big, but you don't. What was it?
That she can't take dick. Yeah, she likes them big.
Take it. Right. So how you manage? Like you just said, like
what's the after process?
Yeah, it's like you contradicting yourself. Like
no, I'm not contradicting myself because
she's saying she's lazy. She doesn't want to do much. So with a big dick, because it's so much to handle, all she has to do is just lay there. Yeah. It's nothing else.
Thank you.
Whereas a smaller one, you probably got to throw it back.
And then the thing is, dudes with big dicks, it doesn't always take them so long to come. A lot of women think if you got a big dick, it's gonna take them forever to come. That's not always true. A lot of dudes that I've dealt with that's big, they come like 20-30 minutes. A little dick nigga, that nigga dick little, so he don't have the contraction or the gravity pull that the big dick, like the dick that's big is feeling the whole pussy, the canal, the gripping. Even if it's 8, he's feeling it. If the nigga's like 6 and 5, he's not really feeling it. He got to put more into it. Right. So,
I mean, I'm personally okay with average to 8.
But that's when it comes into the physical shit. Because, like, when you have a little dick dude, they got to touch you more and they coming in more. Dude with a big dick is just more like...
But don't you want that? Like,
nah,
the touch...
sometimes I just like that quick fuck. Like, treat me like I'm a fucking slut. I like that.
Yeah, but you can have that, but still a long time. So the next day, you're not like down for the count. I would be down for the count.
Yeah, of course I'm always down for the count. I'll be like, you never seen Roots? You remember? No. You ever seen Roots? It's like a slave movie. There's a part.
I've seen it.
There's a part in there where Kizzy has to get ice on her vagina because
that would be me.
Slave master fucked her shit up and he was kind of big. That's me. After I gotta sit in some ice.
Wow. Because I have endometriosis. So for most people with endometriosis, usually like sex hurts, right?
Yeah.
So you have to find certain positions and stuff like that. So with like a really, really big, and not to mention, I have to use lube. Like if it's like multiple times, otherwise the next day I'm going to be fucked up.
Oh yeah, the chafing, you'll be raw. You'll be like,
even no matter how juicy it is, like there's lube. So if it's a really big guy, I've just never been into it. I mean, I've had a really small one before, and I wouldn't say that's fun.
Yeah, because it took forever.
So average to like...
She couldn't even sit here and say, no, like a little dude, like he can't feel what a guy with an average or a big can feel. So if they're really small, it's like It's like, you better off with your fingers.
I mean, he was good at other things, and I guess I liked him, but...
He was good at eating coochie.
Yes.
That's what most girls we substitute for. Like, if a nigga ain't got a big dick, okay, he paying for shit and he giving me money.
Not my friends, if you don't got a big one, they don't want to talk to you.
Oh, God bless them.
And I'm like, so you see it first before you fall for the person?
God bless. Nah, because they saving themselves a lot of time. Because, like, if you're a female and you got, like, feistiness in you, or you kind of, like, rough, it's just, like, if he ain't got no package, it's like...
I can be all of that, but I just don't need it, like... a mandingo, you know?
I mean, because I've had shit like my arm. Not my whip.
Okay, like, long is one thing because the vagina is only a certain number of inches, right? So it doesn't go in or in. Yeah. But how fat are we talking? Because that makes the difference, too.
I didn't have a guy as thick as my arm.
Oh, fuck no.
No, but... I've had the standard issue. A standard issue is like this. Like
is that like a Coke can?
No, I would say like a spray can. Like, you know, air freshener.
I'm trying to think. I mean...
You know, like Airwick. You ever use an Airwick can? That's standard. That's like the circumference of an actual penis that I've had.
Okay.
Yeah. That's how I got sciatica. It broke my back.
I believe you.
Yeah, I was crippled. I was bedridden.
I'm surprised you weren't torn. Go ahead.
I have
just ask away.
I be watching... Well, when I watch porn, I hear the girls moaning and stuff.
It's fake.
Is it fake? Well, when
sometimes
in your personal thing, like when you mowing, like is it real? Is it fake? Does it hurt for real? Does it, or you just entertain?
Does it hurt for real? You just gave away what kind of porn you watch.
You watch a lot of role play. I would say I kind of fake it on camera.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're selling the fantasy.
Yeah, because a lot of the, like I said, you can't pick who you work with. So a lot of the guys I do work with, I'm not really into.
Do you orgasm every time?
No.
Damn.
So how do you prepare yourself for that? Like, because I know
porn.
So you do learn tips and tricks from other porn stars.
I go watch porn.
What kind of porn do you watch?
I watch porn before I do porn.
Oh, to turn you on.
Yeah.
Okay, so what kind of porn?
Orgy. Bondage.
That's funny. You don't want to do orgy,
but I watch
not even in your personal life, right?
No.
But you watch it.
Yeah,
that's like me.
To get me started, so when I get on camera, I can perform.
I'm intrigued by like nasty things.
Me too. Like I like BSDM. I like watching girls tied against their will. And
I even like lesbian porn.
I watch lesbian porn too. I like lesbian porn too, but I ain't into it, but I like watching it. I watch all the stuff I don't do. Like I watch DPs, anal gangbang.
Yeah, I like DP.
I ain't gonna hold you. I watch a lot of that stuff, and then like if I actually have to shoot with somebody I don't like, that shit does it for me. Cause
nothing
like
with peeing or anything or pooping or anything.
Nah, I'm not into defecating, but I am into Brazilian face sitting.
What is that?
That's femme dominant. That's like, you know, the Brazilian
smushing them, like smothering them,
and peeing on them and stuff, like girls peeing on girls, and it's really like I came across that because I used to fuck a Brazilian porn star, so they world in Brazil is a lot more vulva.
Yeah,
so they got animal porn in Brazil.
Yep.
What? I can't do the bestiality.
They got hermaphrodite porn.
Okay, yeah, I've seen one.
They got she-male porn, and it's like
they have everything you could ever think of.
Yeah, but it's just like it's more culturalized because in Brazil they can dance nude on TV.
Yeah.
So like dealing with a dude that was a porn star from Brazil, he kind of opened my horizon to things. Yeah. Like he put me on to segments of stuff. So when I got
have you ever squirt on TV?
No.
Do you even squirt?
Squirt. No. Listen, squirt is. I say this, and I'm a porn star. Squirt is urine.
No, it's not.
I'm sorry.
It's actually not. So I researched it.
I'm sorry. I don't think because like I really think that shit is urine.
No, you haven't. Let me tell you, you haven't had the right guy hit you if you think it's urine. I promise you, it's not urine.
I mean, as I like you said, I haven't had that. Yeah,
I used to think the same way until the right person came.
Yeah, because I've had wet spots. Like after I had sex, there's a wet spot, but that's not the same thing as a dude making you squirt. When a dude make you squirt, that shit's shooting out your coochie.
It's kind of like men
ejaculating. Right?
Yeah, they can't pee while they're ejaculating, right? Certain part like cuts off.
It doesn't connect, right?
Yeah, so it's not. pee. There is a little bit in there. It
is, right? Just a little bit.
Just a little bit in there.
But I ain't never had that. I've had wet spots like where I've creamed a lot, but I've never had where I was shooting cannons out my vagina.
Nah,
that
I don't believe like, about. I don't know.
I'd be like, bitch.
They put something in it, you know.
Yeah, shoot that shit. That shit is like a hose.
And then they squeeze it with their vagina muscles and shoot it out. So what about damn, I forgot what I was just gonna ask you. Anyway, going back to just being nude on camera, how did you even get comfortable? Because if someone came in right now with a gun and is like, drop your clothes in front of all these people, I'd be like,
I'm getting ass to naked. I'd be like, you want the wig off?
I'd be like, listen.
You want the wig off? You want to see the stocking cap? I can take the shoes and the socks off. How bad you want to see me nude? Like,
no, I would be like, do what you got to do, boo. It's not happening. Because I'm shy.
Y'all would see all this. Y'all see all of this. Y'all would be like, wow.
But how do you get to that point? Because I'm not there.
Honestly, how I got to that point was because my first, he didn't mind me walking around the house
naked. Yeah.
So because my first was like, bitch, you could be naked all day, that kind of, since I was young and I was having sex young, it stuck with me. So it always gave me like, not for nothing, self-confidence, because my first, he just was Spanish and he just didn't give a shit. So I was like, oh shit, I can do it.
That's how typical Spanish is. They don't care about you walking naked in the house.
Yeah, honestly. I mean, I don't care either.
So that's how I was able to manifest it onto TV and on films and stuff. Being nude.
I will die. Be like, shoot me. Go ahead.
You know, but it's actually mental, because it's your mental. If you're mentally comfortable in your skin,
I am, but I just. I don't know how to explain it. I just don't like people
shy?
watching. I am until I'm behind closed doors.
Right.
Then I'm a different person. But it's not for everyone. And people are usually surprised by that because I like dressing half naked.
There's a difference.
Thank you. Everyone is like, always half naked. What's the difference?
The crazy thing is, you might dress half naked, but you ain't wild. I dress in one pieces and jumpsuits, and I am a wild bitch. Like, I will pop my titties out if it needs to be. All right, you say I give you $1. Well, here we go. Like,
I'm only wild for the right person.
Oh, well, you can't be a porn star.
No, I can't.
In that sense, she's saying that she's very reserved.
Yeah, she's very respectful of herself, I would say.
Yeah, to a certain extent, because I'm more outgoing than most of my friends when it comes to sex, talking about sex and everything.
Open.
Yeah.
But you're just not into acting on open-mindedness. You can be open, but what I do, you got to act on it. Like, I could say I'm open-minded, but if I ain't taking no clothes off,
I mean, someone can't just be like, yo, you want $1 million, suck my dick right now. And I'll be like, come on.
You know,
that's not happening.
Yeah. I don't have a luxury to do that because I do porn. So if someone be like, I got $1 million and I want you to suck my dick, I gotta ask them, you got paperwork? Are you clean?
Yeah.
I can't do that. That's a lot of things. When you are a real porn person, get yourself tested every 3 to 6 months. And you keep yourself clean. You know, you try to do stuff where it doesn't coincide into your personal life.
Do you have any tips for like erectile dysfunction? Have you ever come across it?
Yeah, I've had. Well, that's a lot of old dudes. I haven't really had that in no one in their 20s or 30s. Is it drug use? Because a lot of dudes lose their penises.
I believe it was alcohol.
Yeah, because a lot of dudes, if they have like a hard addiction when they're in their 20s, but most of the guys I met in their 20s and 30s, they were always hard. It was like the niggas pushing in their 40s. 50s. And even with them, I had to do like other shit to keep their dick hard, like play with my feet, like put food on their dick and shit. Talk to it like, you know, how does it feel? You like this? Like, I had to do a lot. So for erectile and this, it's really for them. I would say it's their mental. Because I feel like a lot of the older dudes I made them comfortable.
Yeah.
And I made them feel like they were appreciated, so their erectile and function didn't really.
Could you be with someone personally who had it though?
No, I couldn't even say her.
Yeah, she was like looking at me like, "What?
Like, are you serious?"
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, I did, because like I said, I'm a lover. I'm a lover, and we could figure it out. But what you're not gonna do is treat me like shit, and I stay around, and you have ED though. Like at that point, it's like. Ciao.
And that's like another thing for me. That's why I could never do it, because a lot of men, they have their little bullshit with them, you know. It might not be some, but some might be extreme. So like I feel like if I'm gonna go through the bullshit, let the dick be hitting, or at least let the mouth be, let the mouth work have me like, good God, you know, like make me say God.
I feel like go ahead.
Does race matter when it comes to like shooting a video and stuff?
Like I said, I stay more with my race. I stay more with my race.
So,
I don't work with white guys.
All right.
Not saying there's nothing wrong with them. It's just I'm in the hood. I'm still in the hood. I have to deal with people in the hood.
Do you see yourself branching out from the hood?
No,
because she said she has a fan base that's like
hood.
Yeah,
but
and I deal with rappers.
What if you wanted to like branch out, like to get bigger?
They probably think she's a sellout.
Thank you. Not only will I be a sellout, I'm not trying to be mean, but a lot of the white productions is when they want you to get nasty. That's when they want you to do want you to do them, and then do people and other people on camera. Now you done went from fucking this white guy to now you fucking 2 white guys. Now you're getting DP. Now you're getting 3. Now
you're just not into it.
White people are a little bit more wild. Like black companies will recast you doing the same shit with a different dude.
Well, I can say that my husband is white. So.
I mean, white. So they more open.
Not
to
all
sex,
of them, but like
they're open to sex. They're more I think
into
they're less intensity.
They're less prohibited than black guys. Yeah. Like black guys are like they have fragile masculinity. Some of them, they'll be like, what?
They eat your ass, but they gonna let you fart in their mouth. A white nigga be like, let you fart in my mouth. You want to fart in my mouth?
Shit and all of that.
Yeah, they wild. Like,
wait, what?
Yeah, I got white fans, and you should see the shit they be saying to me.
Fart in your mouth.
Yeah, they be like,
there's definitely some particles.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't watch porn, you said, right?
I watch porn. What do you? At one point, I was addicted to porn. Okay, so not anymore. I got a life.
They have fart. So when you get some time on check, by the way, check me out on Pornhub. I'm Hazelnutxxx. But on Pornhub, they have a lot of fart videos.
I know of it, but I'm telling you, I stay bodily fluid. Again, I have to like you. Otherwise, I don't even want to make out with you. I don't want your saliva touching me.
The fart pornos ain't production work. You got niggas in houses farting in people's mouths.
Oh, Lordy.
Especially if they're like Spanish, or you see like Latino women doing it, it'd be like they be in a room on a webcam having some niggas say this fart in their mouth, farting in their mouth, or having somebody fart in their mouth. I done seen some shit with bitches had niggas farting in their mouth. I was like, wow. Like,
interesting. I feel like we played it so safe with you. I'm not sure how we're doing on time, but let's try to get into some wild stuff.
Okay.
Really quickly. So what's some tips?
Like to be a porn star, or just like tips
like
and
with
sex?
My man, like what is your one trick that you know for sure is gonna make him?
I think what always saved my relationships was the dress up. Role playing.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Yeah, you know why? Because it gives your man a different idea of
but not all guys are into it, surprisingly.
Yeah, but you work them into it. See, you do it small. Like if your man is an old sturdy type of guy, or a southern where he was taught that women wear makeup or stockings or floozies, you gotta work them. Because you got a lot of guys who got parents like that who will tell them you can't deal with a woman like this because she look like this, or she dressed like this, or she act like this. Like a lot of guys wouldn't deal with me because I have tattoos. They mom taught them.
They want you to be like pristine on the outside, the perfect clean image, but nasty in the bedroom.
And that's hard because it's like you can have that, but if you a hood bitch, it's kind of hard to differentiate that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you really gotta be in an environment where you can't be slut 24/7. But then you in the hood, that's what gets you out the hood is being a slut. Like a lot of people don't understand it's the truth.
That's the first time I heard that.
Listen, a lot of people don't like to acknowledge this, but a lot of musicians, a lot of people, they had to be hoes to get where they at. You know what I'm saying? And in the hood, that's what helps you. Like, if you come out your house with the thought shorts, you got a nice little body, first thing you're going to get is a nigga with a car.
Oh, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
that's like, sad,
okay, now you got the nigga with the car. Now you dress like a thought. You fucking with him a little bit. You want the guys
to buy you the Chanel,
right?
The
but it's like, you got to do with the car. Now he bringing you around his friends with money. So it's like if you have like, okay, if he don't work out, now somebody else know about you. But it's how you dress and how you promote it. It's how you get things. Like even for me, when I was young and I had a drug addict for an adopted mom, I used to have to be provocative when I had the body to do it.
Yeah.
or when I was more comfortable, I would say, to do it. So when I was young, I used to come out with like the tight shit with the camera.
Thirst trapping.
Yeah, you know, and it got me the shit that I need. Like, I'll get a nigga with an MTA job, you know. He got a wife, so I don't mind. So when he getting paid, I'm getting like $300 out his check. You feel me?
You're like I'll be a professional side bitch.
Yeah, because I ain't never want to graduate. So I ain't never like the nigga like.
If you having a problem with your wife, call me, boo.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna cause you no problems. She call and I act like I don't know.
You play your role, your position.
Like, yeah, I'm not trying to graduate, so I'm not trying to home wreck. Nah,
you're not trying to become the wife,
and I'm not trying to home wreck. So for me, when I was young, that was like me being provocative. It worked for me, so it was like I was always able to have sneakers, clothes, food, stuff like that because I was slutty.
Yeah.
But then as I got older, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go get me a check or some shit and call it a day. But then that didn't work out. So here, boom, I'm a porn star.
Really quickly, what's your favorite toy? Adult toy?
The bullet.
Okay.
Because it's small.
The classic.
It's small.
Do you see yourself stopping?
Yeah, where do you see yourself? Doing this forever?
Honestly, 10 years from
now.
Good question.
Listen, I said this to myself when I was 22. I was like, I'm not going to do this no more. But when you do this as a profession, this is a job you can always come back to. Yeah. Like, I could be 50 doing MILF porn. I could take like 10 years off, come back as a granny.
That's true.
And still be getting money and still having, you know, people jacking off to me.
Yeah.
So honestly, I'm not going to sit here and say, no, I probably will be doing porn for the rest of my life.
But do you have like a plan to use the money? Like say...
Well, I have a company. But a lot of people don't know that I have a company. I won it in a lawsuit. Yeah. So I won a company that I had to sue because they illegally used my work. So I'm basically trying to stack my money on that. So I make an accumulation so I could take one big lump sum off, and then when I get that lump sum, I figure out what I'm going to do with it then. But honestly, everything I make now, I send towards the trademark name of my company, which is Hazelnut LLC.
Yes,
and it's not too far from my company's at 85th and Broadway. Okay. No, 85th and Broad Street. So it's not too far from all Times Square and stuff. And the guy that I sued, he was pretty cool because his company actually was called Girls Next Door LLC. And since he didn't want to pay me my 20 bands, he was just nice enough to switch the company over to me.
Oh, okay.
So
it worked out for you.
It worked out for both of us. But the thing was, his company pulled in a lot of money. So IRS ain't know who the fuck I was. So I got to keep making money until they say, okay, you can take $20,000, $50,000 off your LLC. So I'm right now just trying to get the credibility in my state to make money.
I wish we had more time. I feel like it's so many more wild things I wanted to ask you. So look in the camera.
You just got a wild mind.
I do. Listen, I used to want to be a sex therapist, okay? So I'm fascinated by, all things sex.
Well, I'm always accessible to come back.
Yes, we will have you back. So look in the camera. Tell them where they can find you.
Hi, my name is Hazelnutxxx. You can find me on Pornhub. You can find me on X videos. You can find me on XNXX. You can find me on YouPorn, RedTube, Tube.
Just Google her name, guys.
That's it.
Google her name. You will find her.
You find me as Hazelnut Porn Star Hazelnut, HazelnutXX Porn Star, or Porn Star HazelnutXX. I have hashtags you're welcome to use on social media, Twitter, and Instagram as HazelnutXX.
Yeah, definitely check her out. So, Gilbert, do you want to shout out your Instagram, or are you remaining anonymous over here?
I'm going to stay anonymous.
Yeah.
Right
I know, because if he said he got to come back, he like, I don't want people, I want her fan base to know who I is.
Well, anyway, thank you guys so much for coming on. I appreciate you holding me down while my other co-host is MIA Gilbert, and I can't wait to have you on again and see what else
you're gonna.
Yeah, I feel like we could talk for hours. I'm just like, huh?
Yeah,
she has fascinated. A lot to say. I see that she has a lot to say. So.
Yeah,
I mean, because I listen. I done seen all aspects of the business, and like I tell people, the business can be grim if you run with the wrong people. For me, I was blessed not to run with the wrong people, so I was able to make something out of it. But a lot of girls fall victim to the fame.
Mm-hmm. So guys, remember you could stream us on YouTube, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Stitcher, Luminary, and I'm sure I'm forgetting something. You can just go to our website at goingthroughitpodcast.com. Thank you guys for going through it with me today. Come back next time to see what else we're up to. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.